First of all, let me congratulate you for considering taking the DP203 exam, which is one of the very hot certificate right now in the current job market. Now on talent.com, we can see that the expected salary of the data engineer is above $150,000. But actually, if you are expert in this field, you can expect to have more than $200,000 salary. And according to dice.com, data engineer remains top in demand job. Now, if you look at the top trending job titles, data engineer topped the list with 88% year-over-year growth. Now, Microsoft has already expired all of its MCSA certificates like SQL 2016 and so on by June 30, 2020. And all the MTA certificates also like database fundamental are also going to retire by June 30, 2022. So that means Microsoft is actually focusing on Azure as of now. And you can see that according to recent studies, 28% people mentioned that they have increased their salary after doing certification. Now, I'm telling you all of this just to motivate you so that you take this firm decision to complete this certification. Now, coming back to Microsoft official page here, we have this 203 certification, and you can find out all the details that what is the expectation of a candidate who is appearing for this certification. And if we scroll down, you can see that it is going to cost you $165 if you are in US. But if you change your country, for example, if I select India here, you can see that it is going to cost you 4,800 rupees. Now you can schedule your exam here, and if you scroll down further, you can see that there are 4 objectives basically they want to test in the exam. The first one is data storage. Data storage means mostly they want to ask about the blob storage or data lake, your relational databases like Synapse or SQL database, Cosmos DB. So all of these data storage, and you can see that this is going to have 40 to 45% weightage. And then they talk about how you process your data, for example, the data factory or streaming analytics and those kind of technologies. How you're going to secure your data. Now in the course, I have not created data security as a separate module, but actually when I was talking about these data stores, I added security related stuff there itself. And then finally, Microsoft wants to know that how you can monitor and optimize your data storage and your data processing capabilities. Hello friends, in this lesson we are going to talk about some important information about 203 exam. The very first thing I want to make sure that we all understand is that 203 is not an easy exam. Unless you have very good experience on Azure Data Services, actually you have to learn, understand, and remember a lot. So don't take this as a race. Take your time, learn step by step, and we will achieve our goal. And the next thing where many students I've seen that their concern is, do they need to have any programming knowledge or experience? No, you do not. You do not need to know PowerShell or CLI or Python or Scala or any of these languages. Actually, the exam will be based on your knowledge about Azure. You may see some code there, but that code will be very easy enough. You'll just look at that code and you will understand. Basically, their intention is to check whether you understand Azure data services concept or not. They will not check your programming knowledge or experience. Now exam duration is going to be 180 minutes. You are going to get few extra minutes, like 20 extra minutes to read instructions and do other formality. But for the exam itself, you'll get around 180 minutes, and you're going to see around 50-55 question, not less than 40 and not greater than 60. Now another important thing is that to clear this exam, you need 700 points. Now these are points, not 70%, where many students are confused. 700 points means that all questions are not of the same weightage. So for example, there may be a case study or some difficult question which may weightage like say 50 points. Other may be true or false question may weightage 10 points. So if you clear this question, you are going to get 50 points. And to clear this question, you will get just 10 points. So it's not like 70% answers you have to correct. You have to get total 700 question. And another important point is partially correct answer also have points. So if multiple select answer, if there are 3 right answers, but you make only 2 right answers, you'll get some points for these 2. Right? And of course there is no negative marking, so you have to answer all the questions. Now what are different types of question? Multiple choice question, that means out of many options only one answer is correct. Multiple select question, that means more than one answer is correct and you have to select all of them. multiple select and arrange them in the right sequence. So that means you don't have to just figure out the right choices, but you also have to arrange them in the right order. So for example, let's say choices are A, B, C, D. Now you have to figure out, B and then A and then D, So you have to make the right sequence. Mostly in poly-based kind of questions, we see these types of questions, and we'll discuss this during the course. And then you have the drop down, you have the true false, and then you have the case study. That means you'll have a kind of quite a big case study of couple of paragraphs. They'll give you the situation. You have to understand that. And they will ask a few questions based on that case study, that according to situation given in that case study, you have to answer those questions. And there's another point where many students are concerned, or they ask that there are no labs in this exam. So there are no question like where you have to log in into the console or the portal and you have to do particular steps. There are no lab in this exam. All right, so I hope that this video answered some of your questions related to 203 exam. Hello friends, in this lesson, I want to tell you how you can keep using Azure portal for absolutely free even after your 12-month free subscription expire. But before I do that, let me clarify one more thing. I'm getting a lot of questions from students that they are little concerned while creating a free subscription account because they have to give their credit card and they don't want to give their credit card. They think that what if Microsoft put some kind of charges on their credit card? So now let me explain this. After creating this free account, if you go into the portal and whenever you create any service, so for example here, I'm inside the SQL database, and if I try to create this service here, I have to choose my subscription here. My personal free subscription expired long back. That's why I'm using pay-as-you-go subscription. But my point is, Microsoft bill based on the subscription. If you're using here the free subscription instead of pay-as-you-go, if you're using free subscription, you will not be charged. Even if you consume all of your free credit, your service will stop working, but you will not get charged on your credit card. Free subscription never gets charged. That is first thing. Now, if you consume all of your credit, or let's say if you cross this 12 month of free services, then what? Then you have option, either you can use pay as you go, but of course this will cost you. Or other option you have is you can go to Microsoft Learn here, docs.microsoft.com learn, and here you can see so many good modules or learning resources from Microsoft. Some of them are very good. You should go through it. And in between these learning resources, there are exercises. And if you look at some of those exercises, for example, I've already opened it one here. This is inside the Azure SQL Fundamental course and this module. This is one exercise. Here you have the sandbox. And you can activate this sandbox. For example, let me activate this. And this will be working for next 4 hours. And using this sandbox, I can log in into my Azure portal and keep using Azure portal for next 4 hours. And once this is expired, my portal will stop working. And all the resources I created using this sandbox subscription, all those resources will also get deleted. So here you can see that my sandbox is activated. It is for next 4 hours. And in one day, you can use maximum 10 sandbox. So even if you think logically, one sandbox is of 4 hours. So if you use 10, that means 40 hours. But in one day, you only have 24 hours. So in one sense, this is kind of unlimited Azure portal subscription you can use. You can keep using. On the right hand side, you can use the shell portal if you want, or if you want interface, you can log in into your account in Azure, and after that you click on your account and click on switch directory here. And once you click on switch directory, you will see option here, Microsoft Learn Sandbox. For this, you want to make sure that this should be in active stage on the same account. Basically, you should be logging under the same account, my account is eshant.garg@gmail.com, and with the same account, if you will log in into your portal and you switch your directory, you choose here Microsoft Learn Sandbox. And once you choose here, now this portal is ready for you. As of now, this does not have any resource. Everything is blank here except this default storage account, and you can create whatever you want. I have not tried everything, but I've tried a few resources and it is working perfectly fine. And you want to make sure that all the resources in the account will be deleted after 4 hours. So this is the expectation. But still, you can create resources, you can practice, and after that you just delete those resources or just leave it as it is, because they are going to delete anyway. And in this way, you can keep using Azure portal for absolutely free, even after 12 months or even after you consume all of your credits. Thank you.